friends, I'm Dipali Bedi. I'm a clinical psychologist. One of the major queries that come to me whenever I interact with people is that many people don't know which professional to seek help from in what sort of a concern. Mental health is a taboo and we anyway don't know whom to go and ask our questions. Further, there's a confusion. There's a psychiatrist, there's a psychologist, there's a clinical psychologist, there's a psychotherapist, and God knows how many more. There are even pranic healers and hypnotherapists and God knows which not. So whom to go to? Yes, being a person from a scientific background, I'll only talk about scientific professionals and not about the other healers. So let's first differentiate between, let's talk about psychiatrists first. Psychiatrists are basically MBBS and MD. They are trained in medicines. They see every illness as chemical locha. Remember that word? There is a chemical imbalance which causes an illness. So which chemical is being imbalanced would be given to you by the psychiatrist. So usually they handle illnesses like schizophrenia, bipolar, major depressive disorders, basically the range of psychiatric illness. Then coming to clinical psychologists. Clinical psychologists are basically people who have done their graduation, post-graduation, both in psychology, and then done the MPhil in clinical psychology, which should be RCI registered, which should be actually acceptable for RCI. A clinical psychologist should have an RCI certification. This MPhil is for 2 years, in which a clinical psychologist for 2 years is sent into a hospital to work with all sort of clinical cases. So they are again like psychiatrists, trained to handle all sort of psychiatric illnesses. But they see these illnesses differently. It is not just chemical locha. There are psychological reasons behind it. There are social reasons behind it. There are environmental reasons behind it. So basically rest of the gamut, other than the pharmacological gamut, is looked by the clinical psychologist. So clinical psychologists are trained for psychometric testing. All sort of psychometric testings are conducted by clinical psychologists. And they are trained for all sort of therapies to handle all sort of clinical cases. So usually psychiatrists and clinical psychologists work in adjunct with one another because holistic therapy works better. But obviously we have to understand in terms of when we are looking at schizophrenia, bipolar, maybe the first person that you would like to meet is a psychiatrist. Whereas in depression, anxiety, the first person you would like to meet is a clinical psychologist. They can handle you through. So where a person is not able to understand what is the reality around, therapy would not help. So first they need medicines and then they can go to a clinical psychologist. But obviously this will not be a separate story. They'll go together. But the first person you can meet is a psychiatrist. The second person can be a clinical psychologist. Whereas in case of depression, anxiety, you can immediately contact a clinical psychologist. They are well equipped to handle that. Most of the childhood disorders are handled mainly by clinical psychologists. There's less role of medicines into it. All sort of personality disorders are much more handled by clinical psychologists and psychotherapists. There's less role of medicines into it until this person is the medicines provided are specifically based on symptom. If the person has gone very aggressive or has become delusive, for that psychiatrist would come into the role. So this is the difference between a psychiatrist and a clinical psychologist. Then come different kind of psychologists: counseling psychologist, developmental psychologist. These are various psychologists which are trained into a specific kind of work. So their training defines what they are good in. They are not therapists. They are not supposed to. Counseling psychologist is a kind of therapy, but most of the developmental psychologists, organizational psychologists, industrial psychologists, there is a list of it. There's a criminal psychologist. They are not supposed to be into therapy. They are basically more about handling a specific kind of people. As of now, there's no legal definition of what counseling psychologists should, minimum professional qualification that's needed for clinical psychologists. So there's an understanding that they should be at least a master's in counseling psychology and most probably done a PG diploma in counseling psychology after that to be called themselves as clinical counseling psychologist. But as per government law, there's no such definition as to who can call themselves as counseling psychologists. So there are counselors who are after 12th even calling themselves as counselors. Indeed, for marketing, people use this word counselors. So we need to distinguish. We need to at least check that the person should be having at least a PG diploma in counseling psychology. Whereas psychotherapists, India doesn't have a bigger understanding of what a psychotherapist should be. As far as psychoanalytical psychotherapy is concerned, which is one kind of psychotherapy, psychoanalysis, it is still controlled in India by Indian Association or Indian Psychoanalytic Society of India, which is in Calcutta and has its branches various places. So at least they are controlling psychoanalytical psychotherapists or psychoanalysts. Rest of therapists, family therapists, cognitive behavior therapists, gestalt therapists, there is no institution or an organization which is controlling this kind of therapist. Yes, there are certain people who are well qualified because they have got themselves qualified from abroad. India doesn't have even bigger institutes which are giving you such sort of qualifications. So we expect people after masters to have certain sort of specialization in whatever therapy they say they are trained into. But there is no standard monetary body in India which is controlling. Actually, except psychiatrist, which is controlled by Medical Council of India, clinical psychologist, which is controlled by Rehabilitation Council of India, and psychoanalysts and psychoanalytical psychotherapists, which are controlled by basically Indian Psychoanalytical Society of India, which is actually collaborated with international body. Rest, none of the professionals have any body which is ruling that they should be at least qualified this much. So I'm going to stick to these three. And as far as psychoanalytical psychotherapist is concerned, or psychotherapists, there are good qualified psychotherapists. Indeed, recently NIMHANS has started making sure that the people who get themselves qualified as family therapists from their end are at least minimum MPhil in clinical psychologist and then done their specialization in family therapy. So we expect people in therapy to have higher qualification beyond masters to call themselves as whatever they are. Yes, other professionals which work in mental health are special educators, rehabilitation psychologists. Again, rehabilitation psychologist is a controlled professionals which are again controlled by Rehabilitation Council of India. So these are the professionals. Usually when I'm over here specifically looking at mental illnesses, most of them mental illnesses, psychiatric illnesses, psychiatrist and clinical psychologist handle it. When you see the person is not able to understand what is happening around it, psychiatrist should be the first person to contact. Otherwise, a clinical psychologist should be the first person to contact. In terms of specific rehabilitation issues with specific illnesses, maybe drug abuse, maybe schizophrenia, bipolar, maybe MR. These are basically handled by rehabilitation psychologists. The education part, autism, learning disabilities are controlled by a gamut of people, where even there's a clinical psychologist, because basically the testing part of it has to be done by the clinical psychologist. The psychological part is handled by the clinical psychologist. But then there are other people working in over there, the physiotherapist, the special educator. There's a gamut of people which work over there depending on what all is the need of the child. And thus is the whole professional defined over there. Psychotherapists are the people who basically handle regular life relationship issues, regular life issues in a much deeper form, because they are trained in therapy. But they would not be able to help you when you've been specifically under a psychiatric illness. They would help you heal your issues when it is more about relationship, stress, and more elongated issues. Personality issues are very well handled in psychoanalytical psychotherapists. So this is the major gamut. I would be mainly talking about this. I would not be talking about healers, because I'm not the expert to talk about that side. So I would mainly talk about, I just know about this. I know about psychiatrist, I know about the role of a clinical psychologist, I know the role of psychotherapist, I know the role of rehabilitation psychologist, I know the role of special educators. These are the people that are being controlled by specific bodies, and that's why I understand that. Rest, you can make a decision whom you want to go to. That's it. That I would like to end it over here. Thank you.